everyone and welcome back to our channel. I am Vanshika Adhikari, a member at Shivi Forensics. So if you are a forensic science aspirant preparing to crack the upcoming Fact Plus or UGC-NET exams, you are in the right place. Today we are breaking down 10 high-yield MCQs for Advanced Forensic Ballistics, and these aren't your basic questions. We will be looking at core physics, chemistry and manufacturing concepts. So grab a notepad, pause the video at each question to test your knowledge and track your score. Let's dive straight in. The very first question is, the Pio-Buds effect in forensic ballistics is primarily associated with which of the following phenomena? The correct answer is B, the burning behavior and surface area regression of solid pellets. Pio-Buds law dictates that the burning of a propellant grain takes place in uniform, parallel layers and regressing perpendicularly to the surface. This concept is crucial in interior ballistics for predicting and controlling chamber pressure curves. The next question we have is, during the examination of a firearm discharge residue, a forensic scientist detects gadolinium, gallium and tantalum. What does this specific elemental profile indicate? The correct answer is C, the use of modern lead-free or green ammunition. Traditional GSR looks for lead, barium and antimony, and the modern green primers avoid these toxic heavy metals entirely, substituting them with rare earth elements like gadolinium, gallium or tantalum to maintain primer sensitivity. The third question on screen we have is, when a bullet travels at supersonic speed, it generates a shock wave known as a bow wave. So the sine of the half angle alpha of this conical wave is mathematically inversely proportional to which of the following? The correct answer is C, the Mach number of the bullet. This relies on the Mach cone physics formula. Sin alpha is equal to 1 by m. It tells us that as a projectile travels faster above the speed of sound, the Mach number increases and it causes a shock wave cone to become narrower and sharper. Then we have, which one of the following formulas represents the foundational Green-Hill formula used to calculate the required barrel twist rate, that is T, to stabilize a lead core bullet? The correct choice is A. Sir Alfred George Green-Hill established that the twist rate T required to stabilize a bullet depends directly on the square of its diameter and inversely proportional to the length. Consecutively, longer bullets require a faster twist rate to remain stable in flight. Next up, we have the fifth question. In terminal and wound ballistics, the phenomenon of threshold velocity refers to? The correct answer is C, the minimum velocity required for a specific projectile to breach target or skin or bone. Because human skin is highly elastic and it can resist low velocity impacts, a projectile must achieve this specific threshold velocity, typically 150 to 250 feet per second, to puncture the skin and create a wound. Next up, we have a sixth question, which asks that a full choke is introduced at the muzzle of a shotgun barrel to manage the shot spread pattern. What construction dimension specifically defines a standard full choke? The correct answer is C, a constriction of 0.040 inches. The shotgun chokes alter the spread of the pellets. For your exams, remember that the standard measurements are, the first we have an improved cylinder is a 0.010 inch constriction, A modified choke is a 0.020 inches and a full choke features a tight 0.040 inch construction. So remember these measurements. And in the 7th question we have that in an automated tool mark evaluation system, what objective baseline does the CMS, which is consecutive matching criteria, uses to declare a definitive structural match? The correct answer is B, a minimum of 6 consecutive matching stri in 2D or 3 in 3D. So the CMS criteria developed by Biasotti and Murdoch uses statistical probability to eliminate human error. If a run meets these consecutive thresholds, the possibility of a random match drops to 0. In internal ballistics, the empirical Leduc formula is utilized by forensic experts and weapons engineers to calculate which parameter? The correct answer is B, the precise velocity of a projectile at any given position down the gun barrel. The Leduc formula is foundational equation in interior ballistics. So it allows investigators to map out exactly how a bullet accelerates inside the bore before it reaches the muzzle. 9th question is, which specific sequence of chemical reagents is utilized in the modified Walker's or sodium rhodizonate test to establish lead patterns around the target openings? The correct answer is A. Sodium rhodizonate reacts with lead to create a pinkish red complex. Applying dilute hydrochloric acid creates a critical diagnostic shift to a blue-violet color, confirming the presence of lead. So note that option B tests for nitrates and option C tests for copper. The last question we have is, a flat fired bullet recovered from a mock scene exhibits smooth polygonal rifling profiles instead of standard sharp lands. Which brand is highly textbook for this design? The correct answer for this is C, Glock. Instead of traditional sharp-edged lands and grooves, Glock uses a series of smooth rounded hills and valleys known as polygonal rifling. This design provides a superior gas seal behind the bullet but makes traditional striated marks harder to match. That completes our 10 high ballistics questions. And how many did you answer correctly? Drop your score in the comments below so we can discuss it out. If this session helped you clear up some concepts for your preparation, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. On the behalf of Shivi Forensics, this is Vanshika Adhikari wishing you all the very best for your exams. Happy studying and see you in the next session.